If you look on this map, you will see every photograph taken by Apollo 10 of the Okhotsk region, okay? Well, almost. You won't see this one. It's blank in the photo section. It doesn't appear on the maps. And as we zoom in, you'll see why this photograph is blanked out in the catalog. This is a castle floating 30 miles above the moon. Now, it's not a real castle, but it certainly looks like a castle. It looks like that one in Germany that they patterned, Sleeping Beauty's castle in Disney after. This is an absolutely stunning object. This should not exist. As one of our geologists said, hell, he said, Dick, when they looked out the windows, they should have been able to see the pigeons on that one as it went by. If you look at this carefully, and we've done a preliminary analysis because we literally just found this, all right, you can see that every part of the lighting is consistent with the sun coming in, a 3D glass crystalline structure, a remnant hanging on the rebar, the invisible dark substrate of the dome over Sinus Medii. And if you look really closely, notice how it's glowing. Notice how proportioned, how the shadows are falling correctly. When our photographic expert, Carrie Clark, at High Definition Image in New York, looked at this, she absolutely freaked out. Her first reaction was that can't be real.
Coming across here and ending right here, this white spot, is a giant vehicle moving on the moon. Something like that. And it's leaving a tractor tread pattern across the moon as it moves. Now, NASA actually even did a whole document study of this thing. It was so strange. They call it a rolling rock on the moon. And there's several of them. I mean, in the appendix of my book is the entire NASA study on these things. One of their rolling rocks, because in one of the photos there's two of them, one of these rolling rocks rolls out of a crater, up and out, and then down. This is another one, and it's moving along. Again, it makes a tread pattern. It's right here. Several of the early astronomers, one was a German named Gruithuisen, and later a French astronomer named Godebert. Also, by now they're looking through the moon in large telescopes from national observatories and things. They found what they called a city on the moon. But they drew illustrations. They appeared in all the astronomical journals of the time. Later now they find that the crater, that these structures that they had drawn is even gone. And this became part of the whole story on the moon, is that craters suddenly appear, other craters disappear. One of the hypotheses to all this is that the moon is being mined. And the actual origin of many of the craters is not impact craters of asteroids, but they are literally open pit mines done as craters. This was called Modeler's Square, another city on the moon drawn by early astronomers. And it was a city that was like squared. This was something that even today, as you get into the Monuments of Mars kind of books and things, they're looking for oddball angles in the on Mars, on the moon. Early astronomers would say, well, here's a city laid out, walls of a city, that kind of thing. So it's looking at these for unusual formations and usually geometrical patterns that makes astronomers and other people say, ah, this is not a natural structure, this is something artificial.